10 young hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, begin their trek into the vast, snow-covered Ural Mountains. Laughter echoes in the crisp, cold air as they joke, their breath misting in the sunlight. The stunning white landscape stretches before them, an endless expanse of untouched wilderness. Anticipation sparkles in their eyes as the group ventures deeper into the silent, majestic mountains. Igor Dyatlov points towards the distant peaks, a silent promise of adventure in his gesture. The hikers march on, their figures small against the overwhelming grandeur of the Ural range. In his apartment, Igor Dyatlov packs with grim resolve, a map of the Ural Mountains spread before him. The intended route is boldly marked, a testament to their ambition and the unforgiving landscape ahead. A shadow of apprehension flickers across Igor's face, a fleeting glimpse of doubt before the journey. With a resolute zip, Igor seals his bag, steeling himself against the unknown dangers that await. Hikers ascend a steep, icy mountain slope, their figures small against the vast, snowy landscape. Heavy snowfall obscures the path, reducing visibility to near zero as the wind howls. They press onward, their determination etched on their faces as they rely on teamwork. Yuri Yudin, visibly unwell, struggles to keep pace, his face pale against the snow. He lags behind, his steps faltering in the deep snow, his breath misting in the frigid air. The mountain looms, indifferent to their struggle, a silent giant in the storm. At the mountain base, Yuri Yudin's face reflects a deep disappointment as he prepares to part ways with his companions. Swirling snow obscures the group as they begin their ascent, leaving Yuri behind, his expression a mask of unease. He watches their figures fade into the blizzard, a growing sense of foreboding settling heavily in his heart. The harsh wind whips around him as he stands alone, the last witness to their fateful journey into the unknown. Unbeknownst to Yuri, this farewell marks the final moment he will ever see his friends alive, their fate sealed by the mountain. The swirling snow now seems ominous, a haunting shroud concealing the path they took and the tragedy that awaits them. High in the desolate mountain pass, 9 hikers begin setting up their camp, a tiny island of order amidst the vast wilderness. Tents rise against the stark backdrop of jagged peaks, offering a fragile promise of shelter from the biting wind. Each movement is efficient, honed by necessity, as they secure guy lines against the relentless gusts. The wind howls, an ever-present reminder of the mountain's unforgiving nature and their isolation. As they prepare a meager meal, the aroma drifts, a small comfort in the face of the overwhelming landscape. Their faces are etched with determination, a silent pact forged against the elements and the unknown ahead. Inside the small tent, warmth contrasts with the freezing air as hikers huddle, their breaths misting in the lantern's glow. Laughter and stories fill the confined space, their voices echoing softly against the backdrop of the desolate night. The group shares camaraderie and warmth, drawing comfort from each other against the biting cold. Igor Dyatlov sits apart, a worried expression etched on his face as he intently listens to the crackling radio. His furrowed brow hints at the ominous weather forecast, casting a shadow over the otherwise cozy scene. A blizzard's fury descends on the mountain pass. Snow relentlessly attacks the small tent. The wind howls, a banshee's cry echoing through the desolate, snow-covered peaks. Inside the tent, the hikers struggle against the storm's oppressive force, their sleep elusive. Tension mounts as the relentless storm keeps the hikers on edge, their nerves frayed. Strange, unsettling sounds echo through the night, adding to the hikers' growing unease. Days later, a search party struggles through the snow-covered mountain pass, their faces grim and determined. An abandoned tent, ripped and half-buried in snow, is discovered, a silent testament to a desperate struggle. Inside the tent, belongings are untouched, frozen in time, hinting at a sudden, unexplained departure. The neatly arranged items create an eerie contrast with the wild, unforgiving landscape. A wave of dread washes over the searchers as they absorb the unsettling scene before them. Worried glances are exchanged, unspoken fears amplified by the vast, silent mountain. The search party treads carefully, boots crunching on leaves, following footprints away from the campsite. Hope and dread mix as the tracks become erratic, vanishing and reappearing, deepening the forest's mystery. Near an ancient cedar, a chilling discovery halts the search: the first lifeless body. Pale, cold skin reveals the grim cause. Unmistakable signs of hypothermia claim their victim. The forest's silence amplifies the horror as the search party faces the stark reality of loss. A haunting scene unfolds, the ancient trees standing as silent witnesses to the tragedy. Deeper in the forest, the search party halts at a ravine's edge, shadows concealing the horror below. Bodies litter the ravine floor, a macabre tableau against the backdrop of silent trees. The victims bear severe internal injuries, crushed as if by an invisible, immense force. Whispers ripple through the search party, speculation turning to unease as they survey the scene. The inexplicable injuries spark dread, a chilling mystery hanging heavy in the air above the ravine. A sudden terror erupts within the tent, ripping the hikers from sleep. Faces etched with raw fear as they scramble into the night, a disoriented chaos. Flashes of light and strange noises compound the hikers' growing panic. The tent flaps wildly, shadows dancing as the hikers flee the unseen horror. Silhouetted figures stumble down the mountain, their panicked movements stark against the faint starlight. Inadequate clothing offers little protection against the biting cold, their faces etched with raw fear. An unseen pursuer looms, its presence a palpable dread that quickens every breath. Treacherous terrain becomes a formidable foe, each step a desperate gamble against gravity. Jerky, frantic movements betray their desperation as they fight to maintain their footing. Darkness amplifies the peril, turning every shadow into a potential threat, every sound a harbinger. Under the massive cedar, two hikers fight the cold, their gloved hands trembling as they struggle to ignite a fire. Eyes wide with apprehension, they huddle close, seeking warmth as the flickering fire dances against the night. The inky blackness beyond the firelight looms, a silent threat wrapping them in its chilling embrace. A low, guttural growl echoes through the trees, shattering the silence and heightening their terror. Trapped in the ravine, injured hikers huddle, their pale faces reflecting dwindling hope in the fading light. Gaunt faces, a shared silent prayer for survival in the desolate ravine. The wind howls, a mournful echo. Their voice barely audible above the wind, one of them whispers a prayer. In the ravine's depths, despair hangs heavy as the hikers' faint whispers blend with the night's chilling breath. In the desolate mountain pass, investigators battle the biting wind, their breath clouding the frigid air. Cameras flash, capturing the stark, snow-covered landscape, each click echoing in the deafening silence. They comb through the drifts, searching for answers in the unforgiving terrain. Theories are whispered, debated, lost to the howling wind. A pall of mystery hangs heavy, deepening with each fruitless search. The bizarre deaths remain unexplained, an enigma etched into the frozen mountain pass. A lone figure stands silhouetted against the Ural Mountains, gazing over the snow-laden Dyatlov Pass. Whispers of wind carry echoes of a forgotten tragedy, haunting the desolate, snow-covered expanse. The Dyatlov Pass stands as a silent sentinel, guarding secrets buried beneath layers of snow. A vast, frozen landscape where the wind howls and the mystery of that fateful night lingers.